Ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad to be able to speak to you this evening, but I need hardly say how terribly sorry I am that I cannot be with you in person to accept this special award which you have most generously decided to present to me. Now, as you will all remember only too well, 20 years ago, foot and mouth devastated the farming community in Cumbria. At the time, I felt deeply about the appalling impact on farm businesses and livestock, and the utter despair of farmers and their families. Not only were millions of animals culled, but the message was out that Cumbria was closed for visitors, which caused further devastation to farm incomes. I felt completely helpless in London and sought a way in which I could, even to a small degree, assist with the recovery. The National Trust most kindly arranged for me to stay with Joe and Hazel Relf in Borrowdale as a guest at their bed and breakfast to show that Cumbria was open for business. The rest, they could say, is history. Over the last 20 years, I have looked forward to my annual visits to the lakes and taken great pleasure in many happy stays at Yew Tree Farm, reveling in stretching my legs on the fells after a busy day of engagements across Cumberland. Each year, I have sought to bring together organizations and individuals who make a difference to their communities and to address some of the pressing concerns of the time. These concerns have included Storm Desmond in 2015 and the role of natural flood management, the provision of further education for young hill farmers, celebrating the inscription of the Lake District as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2018, and all the while highlighting the delicate balance between outcomes for nature and culture in our farmed landscape. In the last 5 years, I have become patron of two organizations based in Cumbria, the Herdwick Sheep Breeders Association and the Foundation for Common Land. The Herdie, as we well know, is now the symbol of the Lake District, as hardy as the shepherds who tend these fells, and perfectly summing up the coming together of nature and man. But, like the shepherds, this breed is at risk, and the Herdwick Sheep Breeders Association is doing fine work to secure its future. The Foundation for Common Land, at my instigation in 2012, established hill farm training courses for conservation professionals in order to increase understanding by ecologists of the complexity and pressures of running a hill farm. I'm also delighted that the FCL project I launched in 2013 in Sedbergh, Better Outcomes on Upland Commons, has this year started delivery as a National Lottery Heritage funded £3 million project, Our Common Cause, Our Upland Commons. It is enabling commoners in Cumbria to learn from and with commoners, conservation organisations and national parks, both here and in Dartmoor, Shropshire and the Yorkshire Dales. Now, as some of you may have become aware by now, I feel most strongly about the enduring value of the family farm and the people who commit their lives to care for the land. Therefore, my Countryside Fund will continue to help with its programme of resilience support here in Cumbria. I have done what I can to encourage wider awareness of the dedicated effort over the centuries that has contributed to the upland landscapes, which are valued by so many millions of visitors today. I worry greatly about the uncertain times that lie ahead, yet I remain hopeful that farmers in Cumbria have the skills, adaptability, and commitment to the land to address effectively both the biodiversity and climate crises affecting our planet, and to continue to produce high-quality food within this most spectacular landscape. In accepting this splendid award with immense gratitude, I want to leave you with one final thought to reflect upon, and that is that the word agriculture has two parts. Agri, referring to the land and our soil, and culture, the interaction between people within rural communities, the vital rural communities, not a process of industrialization. As farmers, I can only place my trust in you to build on the old and adopt the new, to nurture your soils, livestock and environment, and your communities in this stunning county of Cumbria. In return, I truly hope that you may be duly valued and rewarded for this most critical of work, and I look forward to being able, at last, to return in the very near future.